This is day 40. Beware of invisible patterns. Years ago, I asked a friend to call me at the same times each day. Simple question he asked: what are you doing and what are you thinking about right now? The person wrote down my answers, then gave me a summary a few weeks later. I braced for confirmation of my grand plans. Instead, I received a mirror. If you had asked me what I did each day, I would have handed you a bright list of intentions: learning, building, serving, moving my body, growing my mind. The report did not agree. It showed small loops: checking, grazing, avoiding. I was losing time to tiny actions that did not matter. I was repeating patterns I could not see. They were invisible to me because I was not paying attention. This is the tricky part about behavior. We do not drift into excellence, we drift into whatever the current carries. The mind prefers the path of least resistance, which is the familiar path. Once a behavior becomes familiar, it also becomes quiet. It stops announcing itself. You do not think, I am now starting my avoidance routine. You simply open a tab. You simply tidy the desk. You simply answer one more message. The day dissolves into a series of unexamined decisions. The anecdote is not outrage. The antidote is attention. I started writing more, not for an audience, but for awareness. Each morning I chose one important task or one driving concept and I wrote it down in plain language. I told myself what I would do and why it mattered. Then at night I wrote again. I asked whether I honored the task, and if not, what pulled me off course. That simple bookend of intention and reflection changed my days significantly. Writing did three things for me. First, it gave me shape to the day. When you pick one important thing, you build a spine. The rest of your actions have something to attach to. Second, it exposed my patterns. When you review a week of notes, you start to notice the loops. The same distraction shows up the same time, the same story you tell yourself appears again, the same excuse. Third, it restored my agency. The moment you can name a pattern, you can move it. You can design a small intervention. You can change the environment. You can decide. You do not need a perfect system. You need a living conversation with yourself. Morning, declare your direction. Night, tell the truth about what happened. If you miss, don't dramatize it. Ask a better question. What made the wrong thing easy? What would make the right thing easier tomorrow? Then adjust one detail and try again. There are a few suggestions that really helped me. Put the important task where you can't trip over it, where you can trip over it, I mean. If it matters, make that important task highly visible. Shrink the first action until there is no resistance left. If you avoid writing, for example, commit to opening the document and producing at least one ugly sentence. Momentum will carry you the rest of the way. Name the pattern you want to retire. Give it a plain label. Afternoon avoidance, late night scrolling. Labels make the invisible visible. Honor the close of the day. Reflection is not a scolding, it is a conversation about alignment. What did I move? What moved me? What will I change tomorrow? Most of what derails us is not a villain in the bushes. It is the unexamined routine that runs while we are looking elsewhere. Bring it into view. Choose one thing that matters, write it down, and then live a day that agrees with your words. You'll be surprised how much time returns when you simply start paying attention. The shock of that first report was actually a gift. It told me the truth. Writing made me actually ready to hear it, and better yet, to act on it every day.